So good morning out there. Andy was my name. Hope you're doing great. All invited to another session of my music live producing Cubase Steinberg on the beat that started a couple of days ago. And I sent it some samples to the to America or to the great hip hop producers and labels. Kind of Cash Money and the 3 6 Mafia and as well legendary Trackster, Twister, and more. And instead of course, waiting of response, um, I kind of grab it myself and further it because I love to. If someone of you guys listen to that, good morning. You're all invited to watch as well. My music live producer and more. Um, yeah, we played some brass yesterday. Great soccer game. I'm not really that soccer guy, um, but of course it's European Championship and World Championship, and somehow you catch the screen or the flat screen somewhere, and um, me as well. So yeah, of course that these games hard to or they're hard not to catch. So I watched a bit the game as well. I'm in love of sports and proclaim it as well. Do it myself a lot. Have great inventions and foundings on my Facebook if you want to join. There's a TV channel. I think it says Mont Blanc 8 or 8 Mont Blanc, and they do a lot of sports in the Savoyan Alps. I think somewhere around that. They have the Mont Blanc Marathon, and I have seen yesterday they have another extreme double marathon, if I'm right in suggestion of things. And they're doing a lot of great sport um, advertising and sport program. So you're hardly invited to join my Facebook as well if you have interest in sport. Um, Opportunities and more. So we on the track that I started out. Brass One is the name for now, and I played a couple of audio samples to it. Now choose from them and roundabout. It's very great. I did it before. And the third one. I think they're all great, but I listened to it now the second or the third time, and in the filling of starting with the first one, we can change the samples later on if we need or if there's a need for it. So make a saving. This is what I love about the analog um, producing. You working with audio samples. It takes a bit more time, or at least at the moment, because it's for me a new system as well, coming from that MIDI section and now switch to the really analog producing. But I think it's worth the extra because you have a sound that is not really out there, at least in my understanding and ears at the moment in radios and more really. So you have an aspirant sound that stays kind of more evergreeny than maybe the in my understanding of things, more than the maybe just plug-in based sound, because this is kind of the universal tool. You can buy these plugins and everybody can buy a plugin, and you always have the same tone kind of. This is what the plugin is serving the MIDI. These tunes and tones are fixed, kind of. Everybody plays the same A minor chord on these plugins, and this is, I think, in this, if I'm right in suggestion of things, in this analog producing, if you hit an A minor with an aggressive touch, you have an aggressive A minor, um, and if you hit it with a maybe more slow touch, you have a slow touched A minor, etc., etc. And you have these CPU responses in terms of latency, etc., etc. That makes the sound, I think, a bit more um, yeah, lively. Or just in my suggestion, try it out yourself and go from there. But I think this is a great sound for now. Um, yeah, and I'm happy with it. So now go for some drums now. I think this is the next thing we should do on this um, beat or instrumental. Now produce a bit more and have a bit more silence. I did some demos to it, and now I want to listen to them. It's just a beautiful thing. So let's go with the drums first. So what is about this analog producing? You have to kind of write down all little items, or what I do is I always do me some pictures to relate later on what I really did and with which instruments I used and which settings, um, etc., etc. To have a response later on in these many knobs and registers is easy to lose a kind of important settings or instruments, which is or which will get a brainer later on. So let's go for what I do now is like on my last instrumental, make a mute. Um, I start out now with some MIDI drums on a plugin that says um, it's the Groove Agent 1 from Cubase 5 Halion, and they have some great drum kits ready to choose from. So I had a great That's not bad. Listen to the former one. Um, so what I do is always producing music to the, like I said, to the right side of it because it's quicker, I think, to instead of doing it stacked um, kind of below each other. Yeah, I think it's not bad the drum loop. Let's go for it. Okay, I think this is a cool rhythm. Reminds me a bit on the song from Sting and Puff Daddy. I've been missing you, I think, or has a bit the touch of it, the rhythm and the. So maybe go for some cymbals beneath that, but first for a saving the project. Yeah, the last minutes of my life. Um, because of Sunday is normally my or is my sport day kind of. I will go for um running soon. So yeah, maybe let's go for an cymbal or an fill. Okay, I think we have some cool takes together. Let's have a listen later on. Save them. Yeah, we of course you can do it maybe much more faster by doing less of loops. But I like that you have an response and you have an keyboard training or a keyboard playing as well. What's important, of course, for making good beats and good music to play your piano or your guitar kind of proper. Um, of course, you can do it all by the mouse cursor, like I did in the first days of my doing music, or you can do it, of course, with less loops and set these files. But I think you have to have a bit of yeah music availability and audio producers as well. I think if you, in my opinion, if you want to write good songs, um, at least you have to play 1 or 2 hours, maybe every day, a bit the piano to have an fill and to build some muscles for good loops. As far as I'm concerned, I play the guitar many hours every day. And that's why I think the melodies, of course, turns out that great somehow. That you can say, okay, these are great loops or great yeah instrumentals because in first place I'm a musician and play a lot of the guitar and sing, etc., etc. So I think if you want to become a music producer or something or yeah like that as well, um, you have to live the music and to say, yeah, I want to play the piano for good, for making a life out of it, to make it to the radio or to make it YouTube, that people say, hey, these are just great beats, like hear them on the radio, these made from professional musicians that live the piano or live the music program, like other people go maybe to the factory to, I don't know, Mercedes Benz or something and do the 8 hours, and this is how you do great music. You do it 8 to 12 hours a day. It's not for a dream. Not everybody has to live a dream. We have to have people who go to the factories, and we have to have people who go as social workers, and we have to have people who serve coffee in restaurants. This is everything is kind of social life. And thanks for that, for people who doing that as well, who buy the music that other people create, or buy the pictures other people is painting, or listen to the preaching people give out on a Sunday at church, kind of. But if you have a dream, kind of, I want to do music or something, this is then just live it and don't be afraid by walking the path with God that protect you and guide you to the point that people or that yourself say, okay, now I'm a professional musician and artist, um, etc., etc. So now we have a great drum beat. Now go for some audio. That's what I do now, and this gives the sound of um, a doublet now with my Catron keyboard. Taking out samples. So what we do now is give a bit of rest to the sound. Give notice. I think it's the funky house kit. And maybe pick some 1, 2, 3 more. I had last one the last time I think electro breaks, and give a choose. Maybe we have a more inspiring one in our shadow. Yeah, find out a good double sound to it. This is now a new study of making, of course, inspiring drums. This is what I think the American music or hip hop or pop producers did nowadays. This is, I think, the really the maybe the break of the 80s music and then the 90s music, the hip hop era, or the yeah, I don't know, the maybe more black music era in terms of Dr. Dre and NWA, Ice-T, and then later on with Timbaland and more, they did kind of a drum art, or they brought a drum art or art to made or make custom drums to these instrumentals, I think. And this is, I think, what stays till now, or stays till now, to have custom drums, big drums, um, heavy drums, etc., etc. So let's give a listen to some whole new. What is sometimes not really for need to have large or special drums. It depends on the music style and what you really want to give out. Like I said, you can do a great song on a mobile phone, recording with yeah, a really a low gain, um, um, a low gain um, solution instead of $1 million or yeah, or more multi-million dollar studio. This is something you have to decide for yourself. At least if it sounds good, I think it sounds good. There is a Timberland, there is a Dr. Dre, there is a Scott Storch, but there is a me, or there is an SPM, or there is a Bob Rock, etc., as well, who has their own taste to music, and who gives an own aspirant to your ears. So this is, I think, a day thing of having a day form. Sometimes I want to listen to hard rock. Sometimes I want to listen to hardcore hip hop. Sometimes I want to listen to a great handy recording, maybe from Andy Globe, etc., etc. This is something you have to decide for yourself. Kind of the weather. Sometimes you want to have more sun, and sometimes you're good maybe with a more relaxed shadow place, etc., etc. Yeah, the last minutes of my life, then I'm out. Go for the hip hop section on my Catron keyboard. Let's see about it later on if this is making sense. If we need that, let's see about that. go from there. I think we have a couple of cool ones. No, it's not bad. Let's have a listen to it later on. I love when the bass line either comes in. Let's give it a little. So give a check out for that tunes that were that's what I love, that MIDI beneath that audio you always can have a response of the tunes. Just sounds incredible. I think the Catalan has they invented a great sound of home studio music producing. To that more later on. Selva, selva. Yeah, see about that later on if you like, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, for more, my set card is somewhere around this post on my YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. If you want to donate something or more, you're all invited to join my Facebook for postings on my Twitter as well. Like I said, I'm doing a bit the kind of a little movie of how to, or the life of an artist, at least my life in art and more from the start, or the beginning to now, the developing even a little bit jewelry if you like, have some great new glasses in the invention. They do now glasses with or glasses without the frame, I think, with fancy forms and stuff, what's very inspiring and more. Thanks to everybody who's tipped and donating and even buying if you like my CDs. Like I said, I do it now more in the internet because even on my laptop a CD player is missing. So I do it. I just give it out online and do the links and my bank account online. I'm in the thinking of making an SD card, maybe as a big compilation soon, kind of the first big period or something, maybe 50, 60 or 70 gigabytes or something, roundabout, or maybe more or less, that you can put into your laptop, because Lenovo, and I think this is a great new invention, they have an SD card slot. So SD card is maybe a cool form for having a music CD or compilation as well. You can put down their photos, videos, audios, even education things, YouTubes, etc., etc. Yeah, let's see about that. My SoundCloud is ready as well. What's cool about SoundCloud, you can load up WAV files there. This is not really possible, I think, on YouTube, as far as you do a video with the Clipchamp. I think Clipchamp, I think is a free plugin for the Microsoft or Lenovo. I think it serves MP4, and either you buy a new program to have WAV videos to upload it, um, or in the uploading for YouTube, or you have to go with the SoundCloud like I do. You can add WAV files to your account on SoundCloud. So if you want to listen to my new beats on a good or on a WAV file CD quality, you can watch my SoundCloud as well, like the new beat make a youth, or the or the song, I don't know, 29 something, 2024 or 2023 or something, the last beat that came out on my SoundCloud. Yeah, stay tuned for more if you like. Go for a bit sport and gymnastic as well if you want to. Your body will give and thank you um, back for sure. What I came up with is gymnastic is very important as well. So I don't know what the name is in English, but doing some sit-ups or going really hard in the angle of things um, is very important, because many older people I met over the or I meet over the days, they always have a problem with their knees and stuff. So I think the problem is sometimes you forget to go really down to the ground and up, kind of a real sit up or something. So your bones and your skillet kind of gets rusty and not really from use anymore. So I think gymnastic is a big part of staying healthy as well. I do kind of, I don't know, couple of minutes over the week period, every second day, a bit. It don't has to, or it don't have to have, or it don't has to have. I think that's the right sentence for it. It don't has to have too much or that much, but a bit is maybe necessary for staying healthy, um, and to appreciate your healthiness, kind of. So have a great Sunday. So far, I'm out for now. Andy Globe, bye bye.